hit Charlie with a chair one time.
Did you start the timer?
Is it 25 minutes?
Yes.
Did I tell you about that?
Start.
He grabbed the stick out of the fridge because he thought it would be funny.
Oh,
and he didn't realize
yeah.
I tweaked the fuck out about it.
Who is
And
this?
Charlie. And he went to touch it to me, and I grabbed it from a room and just smoked him with a chair.
I think people don't understand like some of the weird. Is there anything that you don't want? First of all, we're recording right now. Why don't you scoot a little bit closer? Let me adjust this real quick.
He just wants you closer.
This is all. Well,
There's no need for it. Just fucking
Is it
breathe.
really? I was joking when I had it so close. Is that okay?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
yours is a little lower, so we're just gonna put it like right about there. And I gave you the big door key.
I like this. I like it. It makes me feel like
This was $25 in a kit with a cheap microphone at Guitar Center, so it's probably going to end up going
Thank
like
you, Joe.
that. Yeah. So, but you can move it around and stuff. But
just lean my head down. I'm not looking that direction. The entire time it's gonna be like a...
Go ahead, look at it. Just take it in. Go ahead and look at yourself.
No, but I do look...
Look how awkward it is.
I do look significantly larger than you. Like, we're like,
I know. Why?
is it like a
Why?
fishbowl
You're
head?
not that much bigger.
No, you're way taller than I
Everybody's
am.
gonna think you're a bodybuilder now.
Nice. Finally.
God, I look like such a bitch now. And I'm crossing my legs. Look at how bitchy I look.
I was trying not to because I was like...
Look, so bitch.
I feel like halfway through it we're gonna be... I do that a lot, which is like the not toughest way. Yeah.
I don't even sit like that.
You're sitting the toughest...
Wait, bitch, you're wearing shoes. You got to take your fucking shoe. We can't have no shoes and then you're wearing shoes.
Well, because I knew my
How are we
feet
gonna
would
get
be... I
the
thought
old
they'd look
Asian men?
weird. Huh?
So how are we gonna get the old Asian men to watch?
Yeah, because you're wearing fucking shoes. It's so
I
disrespectful.
didn't paint my toenails. I didn't fix my toenail paint. It's not in the...
Ew. Yeah.
Yeah. That's pretty gross. They're pretty gnarled.
Guys.
So, all right. So we could edit this part out. Am I peeking? Peek! Yeah, I'm peeking a little bit. It's okay.
God, why is my...
You're a little quiet.
I
Yeah,
don't know
his
what-
is really quiet. I mean, I'm quiet and his is quieter.
Sultry. That's probably the term you're looking for.
Sultry.
But I kind of don't want to like
It's gonna be
touch
the highest
anything.
rated one. I'm gonna have everyone.
It's probably going to be the highest rated
Everyone's-
one
yeah.
because it's the first time it's people. It started off like people were watching because like, oh, what are they doing? And then they're like, oh, it's nothing I care about, and then they they stopped watching, which is kind of what I expected. But now that there's a
I
guest,
make all my clients watch them.
Yeah, there you go.
And if you post it on your social media, it's the first podcast you've ever done.
Yeah, my
so.
mom will watch it. That's.
I'm gonna
literally
turn it up.
My
now.
dad will be like, no.
What are you doing?
Don't worry.
Okay, cool.
Oh, the camera was just.
It's so far in here. I shouldn't have put it back that far. Okay, one, two, wait.
It looks like you got that water bottle from the 90s.
I probably did. I don't know where it came from.
Like the overall shape and texture of it.
I'm gonna tell you right now. I don't think I ever bought a water bottle. It's probably.
Oh, well, they're probably because you get them somehow through the universe of faith because she buys so many water bottles and then doesn't use them.
It's a hobby.
She just buys them because they're cute and they're not practical at all. So stupid. Okay, so is there anything you don't want to talk about? We could edit this part out if you want, but I just want to make sure because I want to make sure that you're comfortable with shit.
Maybe
you know
not,
what I mean.
Like, I don't know. Just
Okay, then we'll just.
if
see.
I do, I'll just be like.
Oh my god, he does watch. Okay, so the butter thing. Okay, so
Wait,
there's
are
a
we
couple.
starting this?
We've been started.
But maybe... Should there be an...
There's Ryan Nutini, everybody. Ryan Nutini. He's a tattooist.
Give us your best pageant wave.
Yeah,
He's a tattooist. Did you apprentice around the same time as I did?
I think so.
What year?
Maybe a little bit earlier,
I think I was like kind of already on the.
like on the way out.
Yeah, I was already told I'm not an apprentice anymore.
Okay.
Because I. Just.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We found the thing he doesn't want to talk about.
Okay. Sweet.
Oh no! I don't know how to make it sound like okay. I was like, they were like,
You're like,
slow one day, and they're like, I guess Ryan's not an apprentice. I was like, oh shit,
that
okay.
works.
Yeah.
That's kind of how it works, though, right?
He wanted me to make a sign that said $20 apprentice tattoos. Everyone left for a wedding, and I explained to the first person because he booked me like solid for that day, and he's like,
Oh my god.
he was like, all right, And I was like, all right, my tattoos are only $20. And he's like, shut up.
Yeah.
And then, like, my second tattoo was, like, full price.
Oh, shit. Was
Yeah.
that nerve-wracking?
Yeah, and probably for them
Yeah.
as well when they saw
Yeah.
it. They were like, how much is this? And I'm like, don't worry about it. Professional.
That's
Wait,
kind of
had
what you
you
have to
been-
do.
But you'd been tattooing.
I had done at least 4.
Oh my god! So you did 4 tattoos, and then your apprenticeship was
And
over.
one of which I remember a story you told me.
4 tattoos.
Because technically you were apprentice under Dan Plumley, right? So I remember you telling me one story of
I don't think he ever saw me do a tattoo.
you.
Like the first 3 or
That
4,
sounds
he
about
just
right.
never walked in the room.
But he walked by one time. You were doing a yellow flower, a yellow rose, and he walks by and he goes. I could just imagine it, just like the Dan Plumley thing. You ain't gonna outline that, right? And then he walks away, right?
He's like, I know you're not going to outline that. And I was like, of course not.
Yeah. and then you didn't, right?
No, and then I wiped the stencil off and I freehanded a yellow rose with like yellow and slightly darker yellow.
Yeah.
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 So
What's that tattoo
now
look like
is it
today?
like a yellow circle now?
Probably
today?
like a bruise.
Yeah,
Now it
yeah.
looks- hopefully
That's
it's
funny.
been covered.
At least it's yellow. That's easy.
I was like, I wasn't nervous at all when I started. It was the opposite, but bad. Like, I was too gung-ho. I was doing, like, conceptual tattoos where it's like the shape of the object, but like it's a guitar head, but it's not a guitar head. It's kind of made up of other elements. Like, I was doing this shit, and I couldn't pull a straight line. And
You
I was
didn't
trying
have to.
all this shit. I didn't have to.
if
Yeah,
you do
yeah.
the wiggles.
Yeah, that's true. But so we worked together at Skin of a Different Color. I came and then you went to Pittsburgh, right?
Probably. And then
Yeah.
I upset. Didn't you hate me in
No,
the
it was
beginning?
my sister.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I remember you standing behind the counter, and you were just riding my sister. That sounded bad. I'm so sorry.
Sounded terrible.
I'm so sorry. What? No, he was just like, Hope was just, innocent, just standing there, and he just kept making fun of her. But, like, you couldn't tell if he was serious or not.
Yeah, yeah.
And so it was just, like, a really long, uncomfortable thing where he was having fun, and we were like, do we get to die now?
I
Can we
tell
leave?
people all the time, like, I tell people that I work with at the shop and, like, some of my other clients, like, if it just comes up, I tell people the stories about you telling clients shit and just having them believe it. And it's because it's the most entertaining thing. And all the time, like, after I tell them that story, I'm like, I should do that shit. I should fuck with my clients more. And then I never fucking remembered it.
It does backfire eventually.
Like, how so?
Just, I've had people ask about, like, my children.
Oh, yeah.
And then I have
You're
to,
like,
like,
what?
feel them out and be like, what did I tell you?
In your head, you're like,
Yeah.
trying to fucking sift through all the lines
Yeah,
that you've
yeah.
told everybody.
Tell them I have a kid.
That's funny. So how long have you been tattooing?
Turn my shit down. I can hear your voice too much.
I
I don't want to. Too low. You always go too far.
about now?
I like the sound of his voice.
Thank you.
At least one of us
you know
does.
What? Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
That's why we brought a guest on, so that somebody would want to hear him talk.
Yeah, I'm going to
Make
try to talk
Polly
less in this one.
Good luck.
So how long have you been tattooing then? Do you know? Because I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
It's been somewhere
No.
between 5 and 20 years.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
For real. Like, it feels like that way, right?
Yeah.
And you don't have any excuses because you don't do drugs.
A lot of concussions.
Oh,
Yeah.
hockey.
Those
Hockey.
have been in snowboarding and
Yeah.
Wow.
You know,
being
you
good
told
on a
me...
motorcycle.
I just got tattooed recently by Ryan, and you said you haven't been... This is going to sound super gay, but you haven't been to the gym in a while, right? That's what you were saying?
I just got a membership at Planet Fitness, so
Okay,
I don't know
but
if that
you-
counts.
But you're like wide, though.
I eat a lot.
Yeah, but you're
that-
like... You don't look like fat.
Thank you.
You
Is
look
this 'cause
muscular.
It's
You
'cause I
do, it's
compliment his
weird.
voice.
It's
Well,
almost
thank you.
weird that you don't go to the gym and you look like... When you told me that, I'm like, what? I'm like, what the fuck? I don't
Maybe-
go to the gym. This is what I look like.
Maybe he's just lying.
I have been, yeah. I've been doing steroids.
Yeah. Last 20 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, so you do... What, how would you describe your style of tattoos?
Walk-ins.
Walk-ins.
Just like, I
He's
just have
lying.
fun doing it.
He's lying. He does fucking super dope tattoos.
Not
which
like,
is
no, it's not like I wasn't like making, but like, just, I love black and gray. I'm not a
you
demonic.
really like
I
black
do.
and
I'm not
gray?
a demonic person, but if somebody's like, I want this demonic black and gray thing, I'm like, yeah.
Everybody's
And
a
then
little
we'll-
bit demonic.
And then we'll watch Pixar and do like demons. So I'm like,
For people
"Do you
that
guys
don't
like
know,
puppies.
Ryan, everything of his is like, he's like a 13-year-old girl as far as color scheme in his not on your tattoo
No, that
necessarily,
makes sense. It's fine with me.
but like,
I love
but like
glitter.
his
I mean, if
fucking
you look at his
tattoo
outfit
room
right now. I mean, yeah, he's got.
That's not that crazy, but
It's very colorful.
yeah, but in his
I
room,
mean, look at us.
My coral shoes are upstairs.
Yeah,
In
he's
case
got
you were
coral
like, "Are
shoes.
those Polly's?"
He likes you like purples, like really
I do,
crazy
and I like to
colors.
err on the fuchsia side of it.
Yeah,
which is
yeah,
not
yeah,
the-
yeah. You do,
It's
don't
not
you?
the toughest side.
Yeah. That's really funny. Yeah, so I started working, and then you left for Pittsburgh,
Probably.
and then you came back.
Mm-hmm.
Not say that.
Wow.
Well,
That's
you were-
something I'm literally going to have to edit out. I've never had to edit out anything before.
You're welcome.
Because it was racist.
Yeah.
How does he
It
know
was
about
super
this?
racist.
now
It
that
was
would be
super
like,
racist.
What did she say that was...
No, he
And
just
such a
always
weird
says that.
minority to be racist towards,
I know,
too,
I've
right?
never heard anyone have
so
any issues.
specific.
Yeah.
It was so specific.
I didn't even know. I had to Google what that meant.
I know.
She's
During
very-
the cut, I
yeah.
mean, we all sat
Yeah.
down, we figured it out.
Man.
You know,
Wait,
I
just
know
had-
more about Ryan than you do, right?
Maybe.
Do I even know a lot about you?
I don't know
even
if a
know.
lot of
I
people
don't-
know anything about me.
You're a very mysterious person, which is
So I
makes
try
it
to be.
interesting.
Yeah.
Like, okay, so like, why ask about talking about things and not talking about things? Like the butter thing. Mm-hmm. That's weird. Mm-hmm. Everybody's got weird shit. I have a lot of weird shit, right? But your shit is like oddly weird. Mm-hmm. The fucking thing.
Yeah.
That's really interesting. And when I started working at Skin, everybody was a fucking character. You know, like you had Craig, you had who's you could say a lot. You have Charlie, who's like a member of like he got plucked out of the Goofy movie.
Yeah.
You ever notice that?
He's got
like,
Guns N' Roses underwear.
Does he really?
Yeah.
I think less of him now.
When I
even though I'm
met him, he
wearing
had
a
Guns
shirt.
N' Roses underwear. I don't know if he probably had him one day, but I bring that up every time I see him.
That's weird. Then obviously Nortel, he thinks monkeys are going to take over the planet and shit.
And he's somewhere between 20 and 60
And
years
68,
old.
yeah. And then there's you, who
Just a
you
good person.
really don't like butter.
Nope.
Why? Let's break this down.
I have no idea.
Have
You
you,
have
ever
no
talked
idea.
to a therapist about this?
No.
Have you ever
That
talked to a
freaks me out.
therapist at all?
No. I have like a weird fear that you go to those places and they're like, and I'm like, all right, thanks for the session, we're leaving. And they're like,
Like,
Oh, like they're gonna keep you.
yeah,
Like they're gonna do a mandatory
that's-
yeah. And
like
yeah.
institutionalization of you.
I kind of feel afraid to be in a room with you with the fucking door shut now.
Oh, I didn't say anything weird. I'm like,
I'm just
I just worried they'd be like, they're like, no, you could stay. And I'm like, I didn't say anything. Why?
It is really freaky to go. I've been
And I've only seen them in the movies.
like what? Like
Therapists.
therapists? Yeah.
My
go on.
therapist
You've
had a
been?
dog. It was really cute.
Like sit on your lap and shit.
No, its name was Annie, which is also my nickname, so I felt bonded to this animal. And no, she had it was like a library study. It was like super warm tones, lower lighting, cute ass dog laying on the floor, always sleeping. Always sleep. Like she would get up and like
fucking
Was it a
bored as
rug?
shit.
it was like literally like it was like a fantasy world that you would walk
It
into.
was a stuffed dog.
No, because it would get up and it would very gently greet you, and then it'd be like, "Hey, you just talk about yourself. I'm gonna go lay down."
it caught the vibe. Would the
Yeah.
therapist give it a treat and be like, "How does that make you feel?"
Little peanut butter covered pills and Craig.
So yeah. So
She's just drugging the dog constantly.
yeah, maybe that's it.
No,
And
she
you were
was
okayed
older.
with that.
She was older, the dog.
So yeah, so you don't like
Tired.
butter.
Nope.
How did you discover that? Like, how did
I
were you
think
like
my buddy
young?
Mike was like eating it in front of me.
Like eating a stick of butter.
He was just doing it to fuck with me. And I remember I think I kicked him. And then he kind of laughed. And
But was that the first memory of not liking
I don't
butter?
remember. I remember my sister eating it. And I was like, what the fuck are you doing? And then I don't remember. And then probably just people fucked me to the point where I was like,
Yeah,
violent.
yeah. Wow. So maybe it's a mechanism of you building up like hatred for people like egging you on about it.
That could be.
Which is interesting because now I'm talking to you about butter, and that's going to make you angry.
Yeah.
That's
I
cool.
am feeling like tense, if that makes sense where you're like,
Maybe you don't hate butter. Maybe you just hate people.
that's a good point.
Yeah.
That's
Your best friends are usually the shittiest people.
Yeah. One time when we had planned I was going to do a tattoo on him, which we just never fucking got around to doing, but I drew a butter monster.
Yeah, that's
Probably.
what I was like. Butter nipple.
Yeah. So that's another thing. That and those are the things. Yeah. You don't have any nipples anymore.
Yeah. I'm sure it's gotten worse as I've gotten older. So I don't know if it's like a head thing.
So maybe it's just a sensory thing.
It could be.
Maybe maybe you just had like extremely sensitive nipples.
I don't think so, because it was never like
it wasn't
anything
like
weird.
how they like
it was
felt.
just, I don't know if it was like a disrespect thing. I've never had anyone be like nice about it. They'd be like,
Yeah, you ever have a woman like lick your nipples?
I don't think so.
That's really weird.
I think Emily did once, and I was like, yeah.
That's a really weird thing. I don't know. Like, I understand that, like, you know, that's a sexual stimulation for anybody, for a male and a female. But I'm pretty sure if that happened, I'd feel really weird about it.
It's a bizarre.
Like, I'd have to be like, yeah. I'd have to, like, push them together and shit and shove them in their face.
Do you like this?
But yeah, so
Oh my
you've had
God.
like this sensory thing, and that was another thing when I started working there, and then you came back that was kind of an unspoken thing a little bit, just don't touch his nipples. But it was like it was funny and intriguing in that way because
Yeah, until
people
the
would be
first
like,
time
hey,
you see it, and then
hey,
you're like, oh,
hey, don't touch Ryan's nipples
Ryan
ever.
just left work.
You're like,
Yeah.
what? What do you mean?
Ryan threw a chair and left work.
I remember when we were doing the convention, Big Mike.
And I love that man. I felt so bad. Like, I didn't try to be a dick. And
Yeah,
he felt disrespected, and I was like, I'm not trying to be disrespected.
He felt disrespected?
I think so. 'Cause
I don't think so, man.
I felt bad. He said something like, he's like, my kid's here. I'm like, dude, I'm not trying to. I just had to get up and leave.
I don't remember. I mean, I don't remember shit, but
But he
I don't
touched your
remember it
nipples
that
on
way.
purpose.
He like walked up
Yeah.
to him. I don't know if he forgot
Yeah.
or
Okay,
what.
no, because you don't.
Done. I understood. That's why I was like, and I just kind of left.
Yeah, but that's the first time it had happened, and it's not like I had talked to you about it or anything, or it was an open thing. It was just something. It's not like I sat around and thought about it. It's just like a thing somebody said, and then that happened, and you're like, "Rah!" And then you hulked out, and I'm like, oh, it's real.
Yeah.
It was almost like seeing a fucking abominable snowman or something,
Like a very tiny one?
Yeah,
like a baby about
I don't know. Well, not today.
No, not in this
Yeah,
scene.
yeah.
The fisheye
Yeah.
lens is great.
Yeah, I mean, and we even got you the higher chair. And
I
stuff
appreciate
to
it.
Get
Thank
you in
you.
the shot. and-
Yeah, I had to hop up, but
It's so yeah. For people that don't know, Ryan you're not that short
How
actually.
tall
though.
are you?
5'4".
You're not 5'4".
I'm 5'4".
No.
You don't seem that short.
You're that short?
I wear those things, the lifts.
Yeah, lifts.
Do you
Do you ever
really?
see? No, but do you ever see that commercial
No.
where the ladies like nobody talks to him because he's only 5'9", and then he puts the lifts in and he's 6 foot tall. And she's like rubbing his chest at a bus stop where you're like, that's weird. And then they were like, you should get him. And I was looking, like I remember looking at the commercial and being like, I'm not 5'9" with those lifts. Like she's still not going to
Yeah,
talk to
yeah.
me. Yeah,
You're just gonna look like you're on
You're
stilts.
still not getting your.
nobody's
your,
gonna rub
your
my chest at the
rubbed
bus
at a bus
stop.
stop.
Yeah,
You're gonna be fucking walking in like you're walking in heels and shit for the first time.
I would have been great in like an '80s metal band.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you need to be short in those? Oh no, they
No,
wear the
they,
shoes.
they wear the
Yeah.
fucking high top.
I'm picturing Kiss. I don't know a lot about '80s metal.
Fuck Kiss, dude. People that like Kiss, that's
it-
fine.
is it
But
kinda
fuck
like-
Kiss.
Can I say something real quick? You don't want to say that on the internet. You're gonna have
I am.
a bunch of hatred. Yeah,
Here, where's the camera?
Kiss Army stuff.
Where's my camera?
Yeah.
Where's my camera?
I don't there.
Fuck Kiss. Let's see what happens.
See the panic look on Faith's face?
Fuck Kiss.
Where's Sable?
I can have an opinion.
Is she okay?
Let's go. We gotta go.
There's gonna be a bunch of people painted up there where you're like, is that a juggalo or is that a?
Oh my god! Could you imagine if Sable became a juggalo?
Somebody came into the shop
You
the
have to
other
put
day
her in a
that
dumpster
had
and stuff.
Juggalo Pride on his arm. He was getting it covered though. So,
Whoop whoop. Anyway,
You know.
so but I know this is probably not something that you maybe want to talk about it all, but it is super interesting. So you got them removed, which is fucking...
And then the stitches
How
ripped
was
open,
it?
so I just have like bubblegum looking nipples. Super weird. I got to get them recut off. How is it? It wasn't bad. I don't know if there was lidocaine used. Then I just put a hoodie over my eyes and went like that.
And they were just like, did they just grab them and they're like...
Was it hard to get it done, though?
That's what I pictured happening, like the movies, like Ichi the Killer, where they're like...
Yeah.
Was it hard to get it done, though, because they had to touch your nipples?
The beginning, I was like...
Oh, no.
Like, just knowing that they were going to touch them.
When he went to look at him, and he was like, I'm not... He said... He had a cool accent. I don't remember where he's from, but he said he was not in the business of making people freaks. And he's like, let me see him. And then he went like this, and I went, "Ugh!" And he was like, yeah, let's get rid of those.
We have your Instagram up, by the way.
Just to be a dick.
Just to be a dick.
No, I want to look at some of these and talk about some of them, so
Okay.
people can see what you do and whatnot. But we'll get to that. I'm just pulling it up to get ready.
I'm going to have to see those after the show, though.
Oh, yeah, no problem.
Yes, I'm gonna. Did you get your chest tattooed to cover up the
Not
scars?
yet. Emily's going to do a whole, like, Franken lab. And he's, like, jumping after a moth.
Interesting.
By the way, your girlfriend, Emily Schmidt, also tattoos, and she's fucking awesome. So there's also this thing, like, where you have a significant other that tattoos, and... now that Faith, so that whole thing. And how was that? Did you teach her, or was she...
Not really.
I don't feel like Emily's the type of person... I'm going to be honest. Emily's going to probably watch this, and I'm going to look into the camera right now.
Do you think she'll watch it?
Probably, just to make sure I didn't say anything dumb.
Why wouldn't she watch it?
Yeah.
I'm sure she's curious.
I don't know. I would probably... Because I feel like you guys have been together for like 10-ish years.
I have no idea.
Cool.
A lot.
But I feel like, after a while, you kind of morph into, like, they're you a little bit. And so you also... You know how, like, you can't watch yourself on camera? Sort of thing?
You can't watch me on camera?
Yeah, like, watching you on camera is almost in my brain like watching myself. Like, it gives me the same sort of, like, gee, I don't want to watch
You do have,
this.
like, your voice is in my head sometimes. Like, my subconscious voice is your voice. Is that happen with Emily?
No. It's like, I don't know about her.
Yeah.
I don't have a subconscious. It's usually just like me afterwards going...
It's just cartoon characters battling and shit up in your head.
Yeah,
From your tattoos, it looks like your subconscious is like in Who Framed Roger Rabbit when they go through the tunnel and they go into the cartoon world and it's like da 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 and there's fucking people fucking shooting rockets and shit and people blowing up and it's all cartoons.
I'm fine with that one.
Yeah. That's like you in a nutshell. I'm gonna look into the camera. I'm a little intimidated by Emily.
Yeah, I think everyone is.
Are you intimidated by Emily a little bit?
Look into the camera, call her out.
Probably.
Just her, not anything specifically. Just her general, like, vibe. For some reason, I'm just like, ugh. Mm-hmm. It's so weird. I mean, obviously, she's a lovely person. She's always very nice to me, and she always has very nice things to say. But maybe it's, like, just the combination of, like, the things that she does. She did Muay Thai.
Yeah,
Like,
she's
fought
very intense,
Muay Thai.
too.
She teaches Muay Thai.
She's got that stare.
She's very intense. She started tattooing, and then she's just started destroying. I mean, she's fucking super good. Same situation with you. Emily's a few years here. You're killing it. You're killing it.
I agree.
I
Hold
know.
her flat out. Can't do your
Let's
line
not
work.
compare us. People are going to go to her Instagram, and then they're going to go to mine. They're going to be like, so what were they talking about?
You guys both have crazy line work, which is, we were talking about that before. We were like...
Is that a girl thing, maybe?
Maybe it's a girl thing.
I have no idea. I just think it's just because you guys, like, understand technical things.
Yeah.
It's like...
I think for you, it's like you like don't want to be the wife that tattoos, right?
I don't have any feelings.
Really?
That, no.
You don't have any feelings at all?
No,
She's a robot.
I feel like
I would be intimidated.
I don't want to be better because the only reason I get nervous about being married to you is that people
Will know your
they
husband.
know about me when they wouldn't know about me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
if I was just a random fucking apprentice, nobody would fucking know about me. you
Okay,
know, but they
clicky.
know because of you.
Clicky. You're going to do the clicky thing with us? You have to say 1, 2, 3, and don't do what she does, and don't go 1, 2, 3, click.
Yeah. I'm bad
It's
at this.
1, 2, 3, go.
Click.
Okay.
Right. Okay. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay. Too soon.
Oh, wow.
You suck balls.
He's
Ernest,
worse
come
than
here.
me.
Come here. Whoa.
That was the main thing I was excited about for this, is just the clicks. So.
I'm here for the clicks.
You know what? We should have him as a person that comes onto
Just
the
a guest
podcast
clicker?
and then you just
We
every
could
single
record
time.
those in, like, just a bunch of, like...
Just come here one day. Wait, let's do it real quick. 1, 2, 3. You could come here, like, with, like, 12 outfits, and we'll just do 1,000 takes of you doing the clicks.
I was going to wear the big sunglasses. 'Cause
We could,
now
like,
I'm,
green screen you in.
basically a YouTube star.
You should have.
Mm-hmm.
You should have.
Now that Faith has fans.
I know.
What was that
fans?
again?
The fucking...
Shit, Faith.
You know the thing?
Oh yeah, and IKEA, the person that recognized me. Wow.
She was all the way from Sweden.
Oh my god! Wait, did they recognize
making
you from the podcast or from Instagram?
I
right?
think Instagram.
Yeah, because there's like
Which
40
is
people that watch
amazing
this.
because I have like 700 followers. You know, like you would. Well, no, you would not think that. Like,
La-di-da.
I'm saying that that's not a lot. So it's surprising that I could
Sounded
run
like you
into
were-
somebody in public when you have that few followers. Like when you have 47,000, the opportunity to run into people that follow you increases substantially.
You-
But
you have-
700?
You have a good amount of followers.
Yeah, it cost a lot of money.
And I'm gonna pull up the Instagram. I have to like also do a clicky thing here. 2, 1. Okay, now it's recording the
I was
screen.
off, but
Now I don't. Now where do we put the fucking? It's gonna go in the
We'll
shop.
just-
Probably.
Do you want me to...
Right
We'll
out of the-
we'll just cover
You
Ryan
could
with his
cover...
own
Yeah, I was
Instagram.
like, please. I've been super tense and uncomfortable in this corner the whole time.
You're not in the corner. There's a whole other couch over there.
There isn't. That's a wall.
So, for people that don't know Ryan's work, I mean, it's fucking... I mean, it's so good. And it's stylized, you know, pretty heavily. Right? That's fair to say, right? Like, you have... do you feel like you have a specific style, or is it just what naturally happens?
I've never tried to draw like a...
So this is like... it just developed naturally, right?
Probably.
Because if you look at my Instagram versus your Instagram, mine's like all over the fucking place. But yours is like, it's uniformed as fuck. Like,
I wouldn't say that technically. Like all of his black and gray, I feel like he doesn't carry the illustrative.
I think so. It's the proportions. It's the proportions, and it's the way that you render, you know, like scales
Hey, I
from one
liked it.
color
Look,
to another.
look, it's on the
Thanks.
first.
Oh,
page.
yeah, look at that.
You're
Thank you.
welcome.
You and my mom. She's got a bunch of different pages.
Like, for instance, like, I want to pull up, for people that don't know Ryan, I didn't mean to click on, okay, it didn't.
Look at that nipple.
What's so dope about his work, and I'm sure this is making you super comfortable sitting here talking about your tattoos, like, look at the care in doing
care.
that. For real, that's like the one thing that I think of. Like, when I do a tattoo that's like kind of like new schoolish or like flared out or something, you know, I think about your tattoos and then I just copy you, essentially.
Nice.
You know,
That's
and
what
it doesn't come out like yours because I don't know how to do what you do, obviously. But I just like anybody else, I think you think of a style of a tattoo and then you kind of date a chunk.
Now would be the time to bring up the collaboration we've been trying to do.
Collaboration? What are you doing?
Me and you tattooing.
On who?
I don't care.
Oh, yeah.
Anyone.
We should do it on you. Oh my god! What a vote of confidence that was, huh?
No,
What the
I just,
fuck?
I've never been tattooed by
She
somebody
just
else,
snapped.
and I sit like a bitch.
You don't sit like a bitch. You're just
You
comfortable.
sit bad for him.
Bitch.
Exactly.
That's just how it works.
How is that when you tattoo Emily? How is it?
We do great hour sessions.
Hour sessions.
And she got tattooed by Frank here for like 11 hours.
Yeah.
And I was like,
You fucking bitch.
yeah,
I'm sorry, Emily. Don't fucking
I heard that.
break into my fucking house at night and beat the shit out of me.
Muay Thai
Okay.
you.
Yeah.
Don't Muay Thai me.
She knocks. That's the scariest
Oh my
part.
god. Oh my god.
I like how she's like a a villain in a way, you know. Like,
she's
not
so
in a
nice
mean way, not in a mean way. Just like everybody's got her built up in their brains.
I just feel like such a bitch when I'm around her, you know, because she fucking started tattooing.
That's it.
She started tattooing.
That's it.
She kills it. She does Muay Thai. She did really well at that, right? She teaches now, and just to do that, like, I watch, like, you know, podcasts and stuff, like the Joe Rogan podcast, and they talk about mixed martial arts and stuff. So I get a sense of really what it takes to do that. I don't have that at all, and to know that she has it is fucking, it's crazy. So whenever I'm around her, I'm like, I just feel like a bitch. I just feel like
we feel like bitches.
Yeah. Yeah.
I sit when I pee at home.
And she stands over you.
Yeah. Done. I'm like, oh, okay.
And she's like, spread your legs, and she pees, you know, standing up in between your fucking legs.
That got really weird.
That got super weird.
Yeah, it got weird. Okay, we're rolling with it, though.
Wow.
He's on my our premium page that he... Somebody paid a lot of money for that to happen, though.
Oh, wait, premium page. What are you talking about? You talking about Snapchat shit?
No, he's talking about their porn page.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Should see what I could do with my feet.
Emily's not going to be probably happy about that one.
Can you kick yourself in the head? That's a wee man joke. That's a short joke.
I get it. That link gonna go very far across the screen.
So if you look here at or like here, like just the care, like look at the fucking. This TV isn't the greatest. It kind of granulates shit, but like look at the like you could see it's smooth, but you can also, because it's kind of close up, you could see the actual like tool marks almost. Mm-hmm. And they're all consistent.
It's not
It's smooth as fuck.
What probably happens, I went over it about 40 times. It all fell out. It's a giant scar right now.
He's fucking kidding. It's so smooth, the shit that he does.
He's not gaining any clientele on this podcast. Everybody's going to be like, dude, I'm not fucking going to that guy.
Wow, that's really loud.
Oh my God.
That's the sound of a convention, everybody.
That's terrible.
That was on your banner. You did that for Blood Money Irons, right? That was like a piece
Apocalyptic.
of Apocalyptic Irons. Sorry, plug the wrong.
Apocalyptic
Irons. You could also plug your sponsors if you want. I'll just I'll bill you later for that.
Thank you.
Just kidding. This one's fucking.
Don't hit.
So cool. It's okay if there's sound.
Even the shop is loud on this TV.
It's Carl. Carl's a loud man.
The way you break tattoos down, too, is such a smart way. Like, you could totally tell that you build your drawings out of shapes, which is what you should do.
Okay. I couldn't tell if I heard crying.
Oh, okay.
So then I got nervous.
We have a babysitter today, so we're not in
But
she's been crying.
She's 11.
What did Sable do?
Yeah.
We have a babysitter. We have another child sitting with our child.
I gave them fireworks and stuff. They'll be good for a while.
It's like a horse babysitting a pony. I think I stole that from somebody, actually.
Oh, yeah.
Like, look at the care that goes. Like, look at this tattoo. Okay, this isn't. Do you do a lot of portraits?
No, they scare the hell out of me.
Okay, but you do a really good job at them, and they definitely have a look to them, which is cool because it definitely gets the job done, and it has a vibe to it. So I think there's something to that, and probably something valuable. You know, I think you should pursue that, continue doing that because it's fucking working. But there's a close-up shot. Here we go. Is this a video? Maybe we'll watch a video.
No, maybe it is. Okay.
Yeah, that one's a video. Yeah, but it's not a very good video. Okay. Wow, it's really glossy. But, look at this. This is a good example of what, when I look
Ryan,
at...
you take shitty photos.
Yeah.
When I look at your tattoos...
I don't know which one's which.
This one.
There would be nothing left to the podcast if we turned down Polly.
Just me and you nodding.
I'd just be like... You hear a little bit from these mics. But like this tattoo, when I saw you post this tattoo, this is like one of those tattoos that you see on the internet and then you're like, fuck! You know what I mean?
Do you remember Jeff Shook? The dirt bike guy who would always come to Skin?
Nah, I don't remember. I have a very bad memory.
Oh, he had that little 50 he'd let us ride around. where we all
I think I remember that, actually.
told everyone we were booked, and it was just everyone in the back, just on a little 50cc. It was a blast.
But that's who it was on?
Yeah.
I think you were gone, but remember when we got the quarter stick of dynamite and blew up the Weber grill in the back?
I was tattooing.
Oh. Skin of a different color was like...
a lot of fun.
It was a blast.
It was like a long joke. You know, the entire time was just like people fucking around.
Yeah. That's not we love that. I like the place a lot.
Yeah. No, not
I
a
like
joke
Craig.
like
not a bad joke. I'm doing that disclaimer where I'm like,
No. It was just like, it was crazy all the time.
Yeah. It was a lot of fun there. Yeah, the story is we got these fucking half or quarter sticks of dynamite.
From a dude with like not all of his hands.
Yeah.
Which is why we were willing to pay so much. We're like, let me see your hands.
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
You got the good shit.
Yeah.
But I mean, they were very illegal. And then we took a Weber grill, and there was a cornfield out in the back. And I lit it, right? Yeah, I lit it. So I have a video of it somewhere on my old camcorder.
I remember. I know the video. Yeah.
So I fucking put the quarter stick underneath the Weber grill, and I turned it upside down, and I lit it, and I ran like a Dickens. Never said that before. And it went so high in the air, and it was so loud. It was sketchy as fuck.
I don't remember it being loud. I do remember it going insanely high.
Yeah, it was
being inside, I remember it being very loud and startling.
Did you jump?
No, I remember not at that place. At that place would just teach you to just like there'd be like something crazy going on. You'd be like,
yeah, I remember. Was it you that brought those booby trap things in?
No, I think Nortel. Me and him went to like Indiana at like 4 a.m. to like a 24-hour.
To just get fireworks?
Yeah.
That's funny.
Remember when he got those poppers, like those big people poppers? They looked like big versions of the ones you'd throw, and he just sprinkled them around the parking lot. So people would like leave, and like you'd see them get out of their cars like,
oh fuck, what the fuck's going on? Yeah, it was a circus there. But anyway, so like this tattoo here, you posted this tattoo, and like just to give an example of the type of work that Ryan does, like this is just a small portion of the tattoo, but there's so much care that went into doing this part of the tattoo. Like there are parts that have I'm going to use the word line weight, but there's very few lines, but you have parts that are dark and emboldened, right? And then you have parts that are soft and magged. Most of it is magged, I'm guessing, right?
Probably.
Even the sharper stuff.
Depends on what needles I had that day. But
right.
Yeah.
But like even like where the hair turns on the top and then starts to go underneath on the left-hand side, it starts to silhouette instead of having detail. And like the bottom part blurs. And it's just so fucking...
Yeah, I like how it turns
It's so fucking cool.
But I can't imagine that Emily is not fully stocked on all of her stuff at all times.
She is.
But why can't you like go over there?
She looks at me.
And you just don't...
If I walk in the room and I go...
You don't even want her to know that you forgot to order things again?
Yeah, so I just walk out.
She's like, eye contact. Yeah. Don't make eye contact.
Yeah. Stares me down, I break, I leave.
Emily's a very nice person.
Because I feel like that's like one of the better things that has happened since Paulie and I now tattoo.
Oh, yeah.
Is that I'm always like way overstocked on everything. So he's like, oh, I don't have this anymore. And I'm like, I have it.
Oh, she's in charge of all that.
Like, I like, for real, though, I don't mean to, like, blow smoke up your ass, but, like, I really do like your tattoos, like, a lot. Thanks, like, man. I'm, like, a fan of your tattoos.
It's a mutual thing. So.
For real. Like, I look at your tattoos, and it's like, I like them. I like them like I like...
Nick Maxter.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
For real. For real.
Well, thank you.
I'm not even joking. For real, I do. Like, this sleeve... Like... feel very uncomfortable.
Funny.
I want you to feel very uncomfortable.
We're going to snap, then discuss it.
When everybody gets complimented, you immediately are like, they're lying. Cool. You know?
Yeah.
But, like, I feel like that when you guys were like, oh, you're doing well. And I'm like, oh, you guys are a bunch of fucking liars.
Yeah.
And then he does it, and you're
How
like,
are you going to look me in the face and say that shit? Yeah. Well, I know, like, Nick Baxter is that guy, like, Paulie would leave you for Nick Baxter.
Yes.
Yeah, I might.
Yes. There's also some other girl on Instagram.
He might be
the model.
He might be a douchebag, though.
He might.
I don't know.
He might be a super nice guy.
I don't know Nick Baxter, but he is a vegan, I think, so there's a chance he's a douchebag.
You guys could do the odd couple thing.
This whole leg sleeve is super awesome. Is this the Dr. Seuss one?
Yeah, I can't remember what that one was.
So how did you get
Look at the
into
peep.
tattooing? Didn't you go to art school?
I went to Robert Morris. They had an art program. They also had a
okay.
hockey team. So
Okay, so art major at a regular
business
college.
school, yeah.
Okay. And then did you know you wanted to tattoo? Like how'd you
oh
get
yeah, I
into it?
wanted to do this since I was like a little kid.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Interesting.
That's
And
pretty
nobody
cool.
wanted to teach me. I was like,
Wow.
oh.
When did you get into it? Like when you graduated college?
I was like 24, 25.
So what did you do after college for 2 to 3 years?
I was a tree climber.
Oh,
And
yeah,
then
you
I
cut down
was
trees.
a glazer.
I can see you.
Yeah.
A glazer?
The like glass stuff. Not like fancy but like we put in like
Like you worked
showers
at
and windows.
You worked at Krispy Kreme,
Yes, yeah. Nobody glazed like I did.
or you're a porn star, one of the two.
Just for the shots, and then you leave.
So
It wasn't an impressive never mind. Just
So did you just like go around to shops and kept trying to get an apprenticeship?
I
and then-
tried getting an apprenticeship with this dude Mike Sizemore, who was in Inktown,
Yeah.
and he ended up leaving like right after. So I remember being like he wasn't just not really interested. Plus my art probably sucked back then.
So
then
you
I got
were
an
at
apprenticeship
Inktown?
there. I got an apprenticeship there, and it was like the day I was supposed to start was the day Nortel quit. So I got there, and they're like, "You were Nortel's friend." They're like, "We don't really need you." And I was like,
bummer.
Oh wow!
So I left. I tried getting one with Scott for a while. And then I ended up going to Skin to get tattooed by Nortel again until they were finally annoyed with me enough to let me take out the garbage, I guess.
Wow. So you were a shop apprentice then, or were you Dan's or Nortel's?
I would say I was more of a shop apprentice.
Yeah.
Like I broke down and I just walked around, breaking down, setting everyone
Yeah.
up, and then cleaning.
Okay.
And how long did you apprentice before you did all 4 tattoos and started your career?
I think I'd been an apprentice for like a couple months, and
Wow.
but I don't know. That could be a complete lie about like just what I remember, because I didn't. It was like I think it was like you went there. Like I worked during the day, so I'd work from 7 to like 3, and then I'd go to Skin, and then I'd leave when everything was done.
Yeah.
So it could be like 4 a.m. and I'd go
Yeah.
to work and I'd sleep in the parking lot until they woke you up. So I don't remember anything from back then.
Yeah, and also when you start tattooing, it's such a repetitive thing.
Yeah.
That like I was talking to a client that I had the other day that was telling me that he came back from being in prison for 2.5 years, and I'm like, I didn't think it was that long. I thought he was gone for like 6 months. I'm like, oh, I you were just here, or somebody that
You hate
I'm
the
working on
tattoo
their
and you don't
sleeve
remember
again.
why, and then you're like, oh, it's because it's been so long.
Yeah, exactly. But it's such a weird thing, or maybe my brain doesn't work. I don't know. Look at this tattoo.
You're stupid.
That's fucking awesome.
Dude, that guy, do you know when you're like Instagram friends with people? Where you're
Yeah.
like, cool piece,
Right.
winky face or something? And I met that dude at that Tatlanta show, Jimmy Riggs. The guy is awesome. He was a super nice guy. Like we ended up hanging out with him the whole weekend.
That's cool.
And we were both dead. We were like stuck in a weird corner. And he was like, do you want to tattoo an arrow on me? And I was super excited to do it, but I'm like, man, it sucks you can't go like in a water park. And he's like, oh, I'm going swimming tomorrow. And I was like, well, you can't. You just got this tattoo. He's like, no, I'm going swimming. And I was
Really?
like,
And he's
it
a
was
tattooist?
oh, yeah, it was the most tattoo thing I've ever heard anyone say. 'Cause he was like, yeah.
Nah, fuck it.
I mean, I would have too. They had sharks.
Yeah. Well, if you had the Sanoderm, I wonder if you could go
They had
swimming better
something called
for
like
that.
island dressing. It had like gauze in the inside of it, so we were all afraid
Was
to
it a
use it.
salad dressing?
Could
You
have
just
been.
poured that on there. Unprotected now.
I'm a ranch type of person, so
You always
Feels
mention
sick.
that like I'm the biomech guy or whatever,
Yeah.
or the organic guy, but your bloody flesh shit is like
it's not supposed to be.
It's
It's just
awesome.
overworked
Ooh, I
skin.
like that. I like that rat.
which
Did
one?
a rat?
This one?
Oh, that was a lot of fun.
See, you incorporate like a super big element in your tattoos is vanishing points, right?
Okay.
And like, you know what I mean?
Sure.
Like, you use this orange underglow to have things disappear into that light or disappear into muted tones a lot, you know, and that accentuates.
I feel like it's that comic book guy that won't draw feet. I feel like that's me, where I'm like, I don't know how to end this.
I don't know how to end this.
But it's a great way. It's a great way to. Okay,
is that?
This is another Ryan story.
I've never seen this.
So Ryan did this
Do you
at
have the
Skin.
internet? I
No,
think
she
they
just
go
doesn't like you.
BBC. Just Google BBC. It'll pop up.
Will it really?
I don't know about this. I mean, pictures of that.
But similar
Yes.
things. So this drunk, was she drunk?
Probably.
Probably. She came in and asked for this, right?
Yeah.
And you're like, all right.
That was like an apprentice tattoo. So I like every time I see it, I'm like,
You did a pretty good job.
yeah, very veiny.
Very
Yeah.
veiny.
But you posted it in 2015.
Yeah,
You found the picture and posted it.
Somebody sent me a photo of that like years later at a party one time. Like this tattoo comes up all the time where somebody's like, I met this lady. And I'm like, what? She's an awesome lady. She's hilarious.
More than one time, I've had a client tell me that they knew of a person who knew a person who tattooed a black dick on someone's ass, and I'm like, yeah, I know who that is.
Yeah, you're like, we know.
I know, yeah, I know who that is.
Wow.
But this just gives everybody an idea of Ryan's work.
We're getting awfully far back.
It's
Stop
okay.
scrolling.
It's okay.
Yeah,
People don't
it's
like
like
that
that
shit.
panic where you're like, oh god.
Well, the people can go to his Instagram, which is it just Ryan Nutini?
Yeah, I'm not very creative with that stuff.
Well, that's the way it should be, really, right? If people want to find it, it's easier. This is awesome.
I refuse to call anyone by any other name but their Instagram name.
It looks like this is hilarious. This is in our bathroom, by the way. I have the original of this. It's in our bathroom.
You have the original?
Yep, right? I have the original,
Yeah, I'd assume so.
I also have the clown one. I don't know where that one is. I think that's being stored because, You only get one.
Ouija board one or the one shooting himself?
The one shooting himself.
Oh, okay.
But you are very versatile. I mean, look at that. That's fucking awesome. All
Now-
this shit is so fucking. God,
Stop talking.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No. Now, do you like sticking to a certain style or theme, or do you like getting
I'll
to do
get
all the
bored
things?
within
The
like
3
you
hours
do
that
it-
you had to do the one tattoo?
Well, no, not like that, but like you'll do like I love new school, but like you do like a full week of new school, and you're like, does anyone want like a rose or something?
Infinity symbol,
Yeah.
something.
Can I do a paragraph of scripture on someone?
Yeah, like is there? I love doing script.
Do you?
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
This is the other one that I have. I have a print of that one.
Yeah,
though.
yeah. I remember
That's
that
such a great.
Still haven't gotten a tattoo that.
All of your tattoos also kind of have a little bit of a story to them or personality. It's almost like sometimes you think about the character more than I would. Like if somebody comes to
like
me,
giggling and drawing, yeah.
yeah. If somebody comes to me and they're like, "Oh, I want a rat," I'm like, "Okay." I just think about the actual image of a rat, and how to do it. But it's what it seems like for you. You create a backstory for this fucking rat, and then it informs you on little things that you put into it, and it's really fun. It makes it fun to look
Well,
at.
it's because I'm like even my old stuff. I'll notice I'm like, hey, there's all the same facial feature.
Yeah, but everybody
So
does
then
that, doesn't it?
Well, yeah. No, I mean like the expression.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh,
You get the Ryan pinky.
the pinky's out.
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't know I did that until somebody was talking about it, and I'm like, then I looked at it myself. I'm like, oh shit,
You're
Yeah.
just a princess at heart.
I'm definitely.
I've done that on purpose on
Yeah.
tattoos, where it's like new schoolish, and I'm like, I'm gonna put the pinky out.
Yeah, you're like,
I'm
I
gonna
don't
do
know,
a Ryan pinky.
Ryan Pinky.
Look at this. This fucking
Is
marker
it
down.
Yeah, it's Scooby Doo. I didn't want to accidentally say that, and then
I
it was
want a
something
healed
totally
photo
different.
of that, but the guy was like, well, first off, I was like, we should probably do this in like 2 sessions, and he's like, no, he's like, we got to do it in 1. I might be going away, and then I would love a healed photo of that, but I don't think he's coming to see me anytime soon.
Did he
is
go
he in, like,
away?
prison?
He's
or
going on
something.
vacation. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like where
He
bad
said he gets to
daddies
come
go.
home from vacation sooner if it's on good behavior.
Yeah. That's an interesting tattoo to get before you go on adult vacation.
Mm-hmm.
This is when it was
vacation.
done, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you're really good at scaling up things, too, which a lot of people have problems with. Like, people will, if they're doing like a sleeve or something, they're not used to it. The proportions can get fucked up sometimes, you know what I mean? But you always seem to do a really good job of that. All right, ready? We got to do a clicky. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, damn it.
Did you almost just click?
I clicked and my finger slipped.
1, 2, 3.
That's racist.
That's south of the border. Why is that racist? It's not racist. You're racist for thinking
you always
that's
just
racist.
say I'm racist, so I just wanted to give it
because
back.
you're racist.
You guys should have heard what she was saying between the clicks.
I know. It's amazing how much hateful shit you could say in such a
seems
short
so
amount of time.
nice.
I know.
Just
it's
yelling.
deceiving.
Ugh.
But yeah, so there it is. I'm gonna bring this down now.
My nephew found that photo of the underboob.
This one?
He was asking if I had photo, or like he was asking about games, and I didn't have any. So I was like, "Here, go through my tattoo photos." And I looked, and he was like,
He's like,
"Yeah, like kind of hiding from me." And I'm like,
what are you
"My
looking
phone
at?"
back." Yeah,
That's funny. Well, he's not gay, I guess.
yeah.
But it'd be totally okay if he was.
No. Just kidding. Sorry. It would be because then again we'd be able to buy the
Spoon or
same
whatever.
colored shirts. Spoon.
All right,
With your cousin?
You
Where's
got some
where are you
questions?
from?
Kissing cousins?
Nephew.
Yeah. So I think
So
that's
it makes it okay.
That's
worse.
That's worse. Yeah. God, now it all feels so fake if I have interview.
Oh,
God,
okay.
are you gonna die? Should we have gotten you a Xanax?
Why am I like tweaking out? I think I'm
You're
just a tweaky person. Yeah.
Oh, I got one right here.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so I wrote down a couple here. First one is, how dare you?
How dare me?
No, I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
What part of tattooing do you struggle with most?
Probably line work. Is that what you're asking?
No, I mean that was an open-ended question, and it's interesting that you chose a technical
Oh yeah.
detail. I would think you might be like getting my drawings done in advance.
I don't do that. It's like, no, there's I like you said. I was like, you need a Xanax? Like I panic if I have to like draw something beforehand. I'm like sweating at home.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
So I just go to Walgreens. I get Sharpies, and I go. Oh, just come in.
Why is that, do you think?
About fucking.
Just
no
the
idea.
act of sitting down and having to draw it and just like having to come up with something?
I have no idea. Like I could draw it. Like if I did a leafy dude, and I remember drawing it, and it looked like a 3-year-old was like. But then I marked it on, and it went great. Like not bragging.
It is a good medium to draw with.
Yeah.
Marker on skin.
Well, and
'cause you
then
can
like if
blend it
somebody's
and
got
stuff.
like if you have to do a chest plate, and then somebody's got like a weird scar,
Yeah.
or they got like a weird long nipple.
Yeah.
You're like, sweet, I don't have to.
Now, how do you feel about tattooing around other people's nipples?
I cover them.
Really?
Oh, you don't like other people's
everyone's
nipples
nipples.
either?
No, I mean I just go over them.
Oof.
Look at any of the chest pieces I did. I hate when there's just a weird pink spot in the middle.
Do people have to agree to that in advance, or do you just do it?
I mean, if the drawing looks cool.
Like you don't like because like I
I
would assume when I went to go get my chest piece that they would not be tattooing my nipple.
Oh,
Do you say
shouldn't
anything?
assume anything like that. No, what I try to do is like blur like whatever tone their nipple is into like whatever the piece is. So like if, like Charlie's got like a monkey holding like an acorn, so I just made the acorn go around it and like blurred like browns in. He had oddly dark nipples.
Charlie?
Yeah, oddly dark nipples.
Really?
So I was
Interesting.
able to bring like acorn colors into him, and then it hides it, except for he's got his nipple pierced.
It does look weird.
Yeah, I
Acorn.
hate it. There's like a big eagle and just two weird.
Well, and it makes it easier for people to steal your work because sometimes when they steal it and they include the nipple in the stolen drawing, so you're,
like that one.
That's
you're
awesome.
helping other people
Yeah.
to steal your work. You know?
Yeah,
I
I'm
mean,
fine with it. Yeah, just don't do it better.
just don't do it.
Yeah, that's really the thing, right? Just don't do it better.
Yeah.
Because if I remember I sent you a screenshot of somebody that I found that just straight up stole one of my tattoos and then
Oh,
posted
like,
it
yeah,
as theirs. And I sent it to you, and you're like, "Congratulations, how do you feel?" And I'm like, "You know what?
Yeah.
Pretty good, actually. If actually feels pretty good." Even though I'm like, "I'll give you one chance to take that shit down." You know, you
Yeah.
got to do that whole thing.
Read this like Steven Seagal.
Yeah. But like, you're like, "Oh, they wanted to take it." Well, it's, you know.
I had somebody steal one, but then he went into Photoshop and corrected everything I fucked up and then posted it.
No.
And I was like, oh, good
Are you
job.
serious?
No.
Oh.
No, but it would make sense. You're like, this line work is terrible. Let me clean that up.
So line work, right? Line work you have trouble with.
But
Did
you
that
like
kind
doing
of
script. That doesn't make any sense.
Doesn't mean it's good script.
Oh, you just enjoy doing bad script. Okay.
Yeah.
It is good
Way
though.
cheaper.
Are you just like, oh God, when you have to do good line work, right? Is it just like you have to
Well, if
muscle
I'm
through
doing
it?
like, even like a full line work piece, like I do the,
Really?
yeah, like
Oh
I
yeah,
You like etch it.
yeah.
you scrub, you
Yeah.
scrub it in.
But then if I'm doing like just like a little thing, I'm like,
Huh.
it's a weird.
I used to do that. Maybe I might have gotten it from you actually. Doing
Yeah, I
that.
remember you
used
said.
to-
I remember you said. I've never tried it.
Yeah, I actually just recently did it on a piece that was on a part of the body that was just really loose, and that's good to do that sometimes because sometimes it's hard to, stretch and blast. Sometimes you just can't stretch enough, so doing that kind of helps a lot.
Well, and then Joe just goes, like Joe's got super clean line work and
Really?
just does it. Emily does, and I'm just like,
I feel like my head's gonna explode when I'm doing really clean line work.
yes.
It's just like, ah!
You just
Ah!
screaming in your head, yeah.
Just your whole body is tense, and you're just manhandling it. You're just like, don't you fucking wiggle. That's how I feel. I feel like I'm gonna have a heart attack.
Yeah, me too. What about you? Trying to include you. You're weird.
No. So you never give people drawings beforehand,
I mean, I have. I just
but generally you do not.
generally know.
Now, how does that work out for you?
A lot of people are like, "Oh, no, thank you."
Okay, because so once the tattoo show started, everybody contacting Paulie was like, "I want a consultation." He was like, "I don't do that." Like,
I'm same way.
like there's no need. If you want it, we can do that.
Well,
That
people
sort of
come
thing.
in for a consult, and I get the reasons. Like everyone else does them, and they're like, "All right." Then they talk about it, and they're like, "I'm gonna do this," and I'm like, "That sounds cool." See ya
Yeah,
soon.
they're
Yeah.
stupid. They're
No-
stupid.
yeah.
Consultations are stupid.
I don't like them. They're stupid for how we work.
Yeah,
Like for other people, how they work. Like I don't
get what happens at them. Like whenever I've ever had them, they come in. They, I'm usually like inside. I'm just like irritated because I don't want to do it, but they're insistent on it. And then I'm like, they tell me what they want. I'm like, okay, cool.
I usually either have tacos or ice cream that are melting or cooling down in the back.
You're like,
I got to talk to somebody about a rose, and I'm like, it's gonna look like the rose. And they're like,
I got an ice cream melting. I got to
Yeah.
get back there. I'm sorry.
yeah.
You should just hold an ice cream cone and
Just,
let
like,
it drip
down my
over your
hand?
hand, and just be like, "Yeah, rose, cool."
Yeah.
But then
We'll
like
slap it on
like
there.
Keelan, I work with, does beautiful work, but like if she doesn't have, she likes to draw everything beforehand because if not, she said she panics.
Yeah.
Like the opposite way, and I'm like, oh.
You're kind of that way.
That's
right?
how I like don't like, and even
that's
my
true, by the way, before
even what?
I said I hope that's true.
What you just said.
Yeah,
about her.
Just
Keelan's gonna
lied.
be like, the fuck. Yeah, go on. Sorry.
No, even during my apprenticeship, because of how it worked, like it sounds so douchey to say this, but like I was booked out 2 or 3 weeks to a month during my apprenticeship because I only got to do one tattoo a day because of Sable, and so I
Because you don't do walk-ins.
Yeah.
You'd be like,
Well, I mean,
I'll
I
do
do
walk-ins.
walk-ins now, but when I was learning, I didn't do walk-ins, so it was like everybody was scheduled. And so I've always worked with knowing what I'm doing, and now I can do walk-ins and not freak out. But if it's something that I need to draw, I'll just schedule them. Like if I like really need to draw it, I'm like, "Oh, cool, we'll do that another day." And then I like to send it to them 2 to 3 days in advance. So everything is ready. And then they come in and I've got like 6 sizes printed out. Yeah, I'm fucking prepared. Like I'm already
Wow.
set up. I've got all my sizes. I've got my inks laid out before they even come.
But then the general problems that comes with doing that happens too, though. You know, like they want to change.
All of my clients to faith.
No, I just like if like I can't handle like now, because like I tattoo pretty slowly still, so I have like only, I only work from 12 to 5 p.m. every day, so I book one appointment, and then if I have time I'll do a walk-in if something shows up. But I lost my train of thought where I was going with this. But anyway, I'm a lot calmer during the week if I know exactly what I'm doing all week. Everything's already ready. I've talked to all the clients. Sometimes I'll print out all the sizes for the entire week, like at the beginning of the week.
That's crazy. Anyway.
I just like being prepared.
Yeah, that's good. Well, especially when you're first starting out. If you can eliminate any anxiety from the situation at all, that's always good.
Well, and I feel like I attract people. I feel like you attract people, like your clients that you attract are generally like you. So not all the time, but like I kind of attract women who are very particular and detail oriented. So they want everything in advance, and
That's interesting. Do you ever have like clients that will pressure you in a roundabout way on getting a certain amount done, or like
kinda
doing things in a certain way that restricts your ability to do a good job on the tattoo?
I don't know if it restricts like how to do a good job, but like you'll do that where, I don't want to say you stop having fun, but where you feel more like pressured. I don't know if that's a term, where you're just like,
are you having too much fun all the time?
Me?
Yeah. I
enjoy my job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like hearing you like I feel like that's almost me more often than not, where I'm just like, oh, we're gonna fucking
I mean, there's obviously like there's the days where you're like, this is a blast, and there's the days where you're like, I'll kick your cat.
It all depends on, like, I feel like it never has to do with the artwork, and it has to do with the client.
Yeah.
You can do the dumbest tattoo ever, but if it's on a good client, you're like, obviously I want to do this for you. And then you can do like the tattoo that you should love, but it's on this certain client, and you're like, I don't want to fucking do the same.
Well, that's what I mean specifically, like when it comes to clients, not necessarily the artwork, because in my head, I know that there's all this stuff that needs to happen in order for the tattoo to go well, right? And then your client, all they do, if they're not the perfect client, which is rare for me at least, there's limits on how much time you could spend on certain things, whether it's they're just impatient, they don't want to walk around with a half-done tattoo, they don't have the money, they're trying to get as much out of it as possible, and they're putting the squeeze on you to make that happen. And that really fucking bugs me, because I feel like in order to provide good customer service and have people coming back, there needs to be a level of like, conceding to some things and doing things the way they want to do it to a certain point. Do you feel like you do that, or are you like, no?
Oh, I'm pretty, I guess, pushover.
Yeah.
But I kind of feel like I don't want to say like car mechanics, but like we're like the minute you leave, you're like, my exhaust really broken. Like when you're like, if they want so much done and you're like, I don't know about that. And then people are like, he's trying to get more money out of me. And you're like, no, I don't care. Like, that's not the point.
Yeah.
But
yeah, that's important for people to know. If you're a client out there and you're watching this, like
out there
in the interwebs, I don't ever think about money. Do you ever think about money?
No,
I don't ever think about money. I get
yelled about that all the time. And then I panic and I'm like, ugh.
Yeah.
Well, don't you charge hourly?
Yeah, kind of.
Kinda.
Yeah. Well, I think about money, but I think about it in the way like the way I think about it is I want money, right? But the long-term way to get it and for your career is to do a good tattoo. That's the way I think about it. If I do a good tattoo, it sets me up in the future to make more money. I don't think like, oh, I'm gonna fucking pussyfoot around this fucking tattoo this session and then make it go further and then have them break it up into 4, sessions or whatever. I never do that.
No, I
Is
just
it
wanted
slowly
it
going down?
closer.
So I don't really do that, but I think that's most tattooists. They just want to do a good tattoo.
I don't know.
Well, yeah,
I hear
you're
stories,
right, yeah.
and I know people.
There's some people.
Have you've seen, I fucking feel so dumb saying this. You know, in like Office Space where they're like, what would you do if you had $1 million? Like, I would totally still do this.
Yeah.
That makes sense?
You know what? That was my next question.
Office Space?
No, but I'm a little upset that you took it.
I
No,
read
You
it.
ruined our podcast.
No.
Thanks a lot, man.
We're trashing this episode.
Yeah.
No, I was going to ask, what would you do if you weren't a tattooist? No, so this is still applicable because you don't have $1 million. Your hands are broken. What do you do now?
Is this a threat? What would I do?
Okay,
Yeah,
but
see,
your
this
hands
is all
aren't broken.
This is all a ploy to get you here to beat the shit out of you, so
Yeah.
that you can't. We steal all your clients.
This is the weirdest. That's such a weird question because I want to be like, I'd probably just play in the NHL or be a motorcycle racer, and you're like,
But you probably would, though, right? I mean,
no.
well, you can't.
No,
you
I
can't.
would say
You
Definitely
can't be a
not the
professional
NHL.
hockey player.
Yeah.
But
And the
maybe-
chances of you in the past becoming a hockey player, although you're pretty good, right?
For like beer leagues, I'd kill it.
You're
in the
pretty
beer
good.
leagues. I wasn't bad,
Okay,
but I wasn't gonna go to like. If I got paid, it would be like at like a weird Coney Island like halftime show where they're like.
So were you the
spin on
puck
this-
or like what?
Was I what?
The puck?
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. Does that matter, like being tall or short in hockey? But you're probably quick, right?
I am. Yeah, I think I was fairly quick.
Yeah,
But,
I would imagine. So you'd either do that, or what was the other thing?
I wouldn't do either of those. I would just waste money at trying to do those for fun. I would probably go back to trying to cut trees or some shit.
You think so?
Yeah, it was fun. Or that Highline stuff where they changed the light bulbs. That always looked like fun. But I got broken hands.
Well,
break my hands.
no. Your hands have healed.
got
but they're
these crippled,
but they're
weird
just
hands.
They're not good enough to tattoo
No
anymore.
strength, dexterity.
How about this?
I can't climb a ladder. That's terrible.
Let's put this scenario out, okay? Emily
How about
turns
trust
into
fund?
Emily's a hyena,
Can I have a
right?
trust fund now?
Yeah.
Emily's a hyena, and you know how female hyenas, they grow their faux penises to dominate the other male hyenas. Did you know that?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, female hyenas are
ruin the Lion King
hyper
for
masculine,
me.
and they'll hump and dominate the males.
So whoopee.
So they grow faux dicks. Now, let's say Emily totally hyena'd you, and your career is shit. She stole all your clients. You're basically running and
weird-
getting her
I
coffee.
feel like I'm in trouble already when I get home. Like, I didn't say it. Yeah.
You know, I already thought about this. That like maybe we should go in and cut out half of the Emily parts.
Why?
Because at this point,
Why?
I feel like we've interviewed Ryan and Emily through proxy.
Yeah.
I'm just setting up a
She
fucking
usually says
hypothetical
I'm just
scenario.
super cool anyway. She's like, right, he's awesome. Man.
I'm setting up a hypothetical scenario, okay?
Where I'm a hyena getting humped.
yeah. So
Okay.
you're
But
getting...
you've already put too much into Emily being intimidating, and now she's hyena.
She's a
and
fucking
thrown-
badass.
I
That's
know,
not a
but,
bad
like,
thing.
I'm sorry.
You're being too fucking-
I want to separate myself from whatever has gone on in this side of the room.
Oh my
When
god.
the cameras were
oh
off,
my
you
god.
were using all those racist slurs and saying mean
not
stuff
about
her.
Emily.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's say she just all of a sudden she's
Internal temp too high. Allow it to. Is it really hot in here?
Yeah.
More normal. Now I meet people and they're like, "Oh, he's such a weirdo." You know, like they want to know kind of.
1, 2, 3.
They want to kind of know like why I'm with him, and I'm like, "Fuck, is he that weird?" Like I didn't even notice that he
They're
was
talking
that
about me.
weird.
This is really this is not fun.
Now you
No,
know
I'm just
how
kidding.
Emily feels.
Yeah.
Fuck you. All right, so back to what
Also
I was saying.
a weirdo.
Let's say I built this hypothetical situation where like Emily just come in. What's up?
Sable was painting and she has paint all over your hand. All over her hands now.
Can you get a wet paper towel and wipe them down, or you can get the chair and bring it up to the sink, one of the black chairs, and never stand. Thank you.
We'll leave that in. That's fine. So let's say
I was waiting
Let's
for
say-
the broken bone thing.
because I can imagine Faith
I'm just taking a picture of you guys.
overshadowing my career.
Oh, yeah.
I really can because, she has like a style. She does like those.
I don't have
It's
style.
almost like, yes, you do. You like doing girly, like, Pinteresty stuff. You like it, right?
Wow, I feel like I should be offended, but
No,
that's probably true.
It's true. And you're good looking and you're a girl. You could easily become more successful than me. You could shadow me for sure. And that could happen to you with Emily for sure.
Yeah,
so let's say that
already.
happens.
Didn't that already kind of happen?
I mean, she's booked like 9
that's
months or
true.
something.
Yeah.
I'm
So-
booked like. I mean, if you want to get in next week, I got you. Yeah, I got you covered.
So let's say you're emotionally crushed and you're going to do something else. You don't think you would try to race bikes?
Oh God, no,
No, really?
no, that's like crazy expensive, and I'm not good at
yeah.
it. You saw the
Oh yeah, on
the
Instagram.
grass covered bike. Yeah, that's not because I made that turn.
I want to do that, but
I have a bike you can use, similar size. I got leathers you can use.
I don't even have a fucking. Do you
Ooh.
need a?
Look, he's got lots of things.
You don't even
See-
need an M class
what's an M class?
license, motorcycle license.
Do you need a
I don't need that
license
because
at
it's at a
all?
track,
No.
right?
Yeah, just come.
Oh man. Oh,
So what do you
boy.
need?
Probably
Like
a
just
helmet,
his
right?
body?
I just need his body.
We're talking about racing
that's gonna
motorcycles.
be gonna be left in, but like just like clips where it's like just like cuts like to where you're jittering around. I'm like, I need Polly's body. Yeah. I don't know what size head you have. I might have another helmet you can use, but I would get a helmet.
Can you rent them or do you have to buy them?
A helmet I would buy.
Oof. How much is that? Like $200?
Yeah, if you wanna.
Are you lying? It
Well,
so-
no,
it
you
sounded
could get
like
it.
you. It sounded
You
like you
could
just
get
wanted
it.
to agree with me.
You could get $100 helmet. You shouldn't.
Okay, what price
There's
should you
some
spend?
decent helmets for like $200.
What in the fuck are you gonna do with it if it doesn't work out though? Can you resell it?
You can.
But it doesn't sound hopeful.
I mean, I see people do it all the time. I'm just confused why you buy a used
Let's say
helmet.
realistically, if I was to say, okay, let's do it. We set up a weekend. We go do it. I buy a helmet, right? You have leathers, right?
But you need gloves.
You have a bike.
I don't know what's you could try all my
Wow,
stuff.
you have really big hands.
I got really they're small. It's all
got sausage
proportion.
hands.
It's just shrunk down. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like you like you do stuff for a living.
It doesn't feel all
No,
soft
no,
my
it's
hands
the
are.
it's the thickness.
Oh,
It's
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
the
yeah,
girth.
yeah. Maybe-
It's nice
maybe-
and girthy.
it's an
Your
8.5,
fingers are nice
but
and
it's like a
girthy.
I just
triple
need
E.
Paul's
I got, like,
body.
girl
it's
hands.
girthy.
I've got very like.
Well, we both
clean-
have super soft hands
Yeah,
now,
yeah.
which is weird.
Being
Like
gloves
anytime
and
you're
stuff.
doing anything and like the socket will slip and you're like, I'm bleeding.
Yeah. So let's say I get a helmet. I go out there. Realistically, how expensive? So you got a bike, right? I'll buy my own fuel, right?
No, you're good. I'll bring a gas tank full
Come
of gas.
if I'm going out there more than once.
Let him pay for it.
Okay,
see.
I'm
He wants to
buying
treat
fuel.
you. He wants
What
your
about
body.
tires?
Let him
How,
buy
how
you.
often do you go through tires?
I ride. It's like a Q3 Plus, which is a like a street track tire.
Uh huh.
You don't. I buy them once a season.
Oh, okay. So
I
it's
bought
not like
other
you're burning
tires.
through
I ran a
tires.
wrong pressure one session, and they were garbage afterwards. Like
How-
so, I don't.
How far away is this track?
Depends. There's one in Joliet, which is like 45 minutes, maybe an
Yeah,
hour.
yeah.
And then there's one in South Beloit, which I would pick you up on the way to 90. Man, this is all set up.
What do I get to do?
Whatever you
What's
want.
the trade?
I wouldn't go.
There's no
We-
trades.
you
we
get
have-
a full day to yourself.
We have a baby. That's what you don't.
You
yeah.
want us to take her to the track?
Yes.
I
You
can.
should probably enjoy that.
My truck
actually.
doesn't have AC. Does
Oh,
she need
God.
AC?
Just hang her out the window.
Yeah, we'll just roll down the window.
You just put her in a paper or plastic bag, and then you roll up the window so
And
where
it just
like
holds it? Yeah.
holds it, and then she's
I
just
have
in there.
leashes, if not, too. I don't know.
Leashes work too. Yeah.
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 I don't know
They
what
just
It's
you
gotta
so
do
be.
funny
kids.
because like.
They
Never mind, I'm not
freak
gonna
me
bring it
out.
up. That sounded weird. Anyway, what do you do in your free time? That sounds weird, but
What
I'm
do
just
I do?
interested.
I
Yeah.
work.
Okay.
I work like 6 or 7 days a week most of the time.
Tattooing? Mm-hmm. Why?
Because I don't know.
Do you just have nothing else like that you really want to do other than that?
Yeah, unless it's a track
Hello.
or hockey.
Oh,
Can we
look
help you?
Beautiful. Look at you. You look like a summer. You look like a summer ad.
I wore that
You're an
same outfit
advertisement.
here. They made me change. You got to look at that camera.
Oh, she sees herself in the fucking...
Try to look over there real quick and then back.
No, look at
All
the
right.
white. Look at the white.
See the
There you
camera in
go.
the corner?
See it?
There we go. Oh, no. Oh.
She almost got it.
Okay, what do you need? Nothing? Okay, go play.
TV.
Soon.
So we're almost done.
As soon as we're done, you can have some TV.
That's a podcast.
Yeah, we're doing the podcast, and you're playing with Lily.
Shoo.
No.
We're gonna be
Shoot.
done soon. Go, 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 go.
Say hello.
Well, now it's
That's
a
that's
performance.
definitely your dad's. Yeah.
Okay, close the door. Thank you.
Get out.
That's one of the first kids that didn't burst out crying when they saw me.
That's not a
Started
good sign.
dancing.
No.
For her, maybe she's...
Yeah, you guys need to raise a better child.
I know. She recognizes the evil, and
Yeah.
she's like, oh, these are my people. Is there any other questions you have for him?
I don't know. It's at an hour and a half. I mean,
Okay.
Yeah, we have a lot of editing to do in this.
No editing.
we got to edit that one part.
Oh, yeah, we added that one part, but that's okay.
Let's never mention what it is, so everybody's interested.
Okay. You'll never know the racist thing she said.
Mm-hmm. I didn't know that about her.
Do you? Well, I just don't really. Did
Go
we
ahead.
ever talk about? Because we talked about Emily tattooing. Do you like that? Because she didn't. You guys were together for a few years before she started tattooing.
Yeah, it's fine with me.
But is it nice that you have a better understanding of maybe, like, I feel like I have a better understanding of Paulie now that I know what he does 60 hours a week.
I don't think it like changed anything. But I'm not very observant.
I like working with you, actually. It's fun.
Yeah.
I know, like, people say you're not supposed to work or, with your spouses or people that you're related to and stuff.
Different rooms and everything. I wear thin.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not a fun person for like a long time. Like as soon as this podcast is over, you guys are gonna be like, nice. Yeah.
Huh.
See? Yeah.
I'm interested. Oh God, they're outside. That's sketchy. Yeah, no, because you guys didn't. She worked at Plainfield for a while.
Yeah.
You've got crazy eyes. Whoa. He looked over at me and his eyes like he's like.
I don't know how to. I feel like in
Quit
Ricky
telling our
Bobby,
guests
I'm
that
like-
he looks crazy.
Yeah.
You're
That's-
terrible at this.
Ooh, welcome to Blood Ash
We're
and
both
Oil.
terrible
Yeah.
at this. I'm talking too much. You're telling our guest has crazy eyes.
Well, because I feel like he's doing them to me, and I'm like,
trying to.
and I'm like, is he trying to communicate with me? Is he
Nope.
like, you need to shut the fuck up?
I'm not.
Now he's just gonna stare into space.
Yeah. No, I mean
This-
I'm just trying to sit normal, and
This is like the test run for us having a guest on, and
it's probably not going to be. This is probably the last guest.
yeah,
Yeah.
everybody else is gonna watch it and be like, stop
Well,
doing that.
I'm going to kill myself like an hour after this podcast.
Ooh, that's
Whoa,
just so it-
that's a dark joke.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I would do it just to. If
Just
I
to
ever
fuck
do
with
it, it would
us?
just be that. Yeah.
just for the podcast.
Yeah.
It might make our podcast really popular.
That's a good point.
Anyway, this is the first guest, so thank you very much for coming on. I know it's
Thank you for having me.
I know me having to get up and do anything. I just want to fucking blow my brains out. So
Wow,
I
we're just on
appreciate.
suicide now.
I appreciate you coming out and doing it, and I know.
I watched that
if you
13
could talk
Reasons, and I was like, oh, there's tons of good reasons.
to commit suicide.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I never watched it because I thought it'd make me too sad.
I never watched it either. I know she had like a bunch of mixtapes she handed out.
Oh. I think it's a guy, wasn't it? Or was it a girl? No, it is a girl because the guy wears the headphones because he's listening to him. All I know is the thumbnail. We gotta take a thumbnail.
I know. I already reminded myself and him of that.
Does it,
Yeah, thanks for being the guinea pig.
Yeah.
Hey,
So
no problem. Thanks for having me.
hopefully you can come on again soon, and we could be more relaxed and have more fun, and maybe talk more about tattooing
I
stuff.
feel
Pretty nervous and tense this
Yeah.
whole time.
I
know,
feel like we
I
gotta do
felt
this
so
like 3
nervous.
times, and then the third time will be fun.
That'll
Yeah.
be the time we air it.
Well, the next
We'll
time,
hide these.
I think the next time we'll try to get maybe like Cassandra to come on if she wants to come on.
I'm
if she
pretty
wants
sure
to do it.
Cassandra would not want to do that at all.
She might. I don't know. Whatever. We'll ask. And then Adam Aguas wants to come on. So
we better be
he
better
reached
by
out to me
that
about
point
it.
if we don't know
Why?
the person.
Why do you care more about Adam?
No, like 'cause
Yeah.
we don't know.
It's
I like Adam, but
No, we don't know him.
Yeah, I
Like
haven't
we
really
know you.
talked
We
to
don't.
him
You
in a
guys
really
don't
long
know
time.
Adam?
No.
I know him, but I
Okay.
haven't talked to him in such a long time.
very nice.
That yeah,
like
he's nice enough.
Yeah.
And it's cool that he was like, hey, if you want a guest, and that's really cool that he offered to do that.
Well, that's
so.
also nice because then if we totally, fuck it up, he wanted to be on.
Does he getting paid also?
Paid in water bottles. That
Do you
turned
do you
down.
have any sponsors that what are your do you have any sponsors? You have sponsors, don't you? Mojo?
Kind of like Mujo.
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 Kind
but
of?
that's just this is what I used. Then they were just like
It's like an endorsement. Do they give
Tag
it
it.
to you for free?
some they'll give me like a discount.
Yeah, so they hook you up
Yeah,
and
yeah.
stuff. Yeah, that's cool. So
Okay.
I just
Okay.
always used the stuff, so they were like, "We got you." I'm like, "Oh, thanks."
that's awesome. And
And
then
then what about fuck sticks? Was that just something that you tagged? I just
No,
noticed it was
they,
tagged and everything. They're needles, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know. They like unfollowed me and everything.
Sorry for bringing that up.
No, it's fine.
Let's
That's-
cut that out too.
It's going on one of my reasons.
Okay, well, thanks for coming by. Hopefully, we can get more people in here, and hopefully, maybe Emily will want to come on if she, knows what it's about and stuff.
Not
will.
not after she listens
Yeah,
to this.
it's
I
gonna
don't
be a very
understand the
aggressive-
bad things that I've said.
She'll maybe be on it if it's just me and her. She's gonna be like, "Oh, I'm not gonna be on it if Polly's there."
What did
That's
I
what
do
you could
that's
do.
so wrong?
You guys could do this, and we'll go to the track.
Yeah, there you go.
What size shoe do you wear?
10.
Oh, yeah, you're not going to fit in my boots then.
How big are your feet?
Mine? Like I said, they're like an 8.5, but they're really wide.
They're
I like how there's
girthy
a
too.
caveat.
Yeah, is that- yeah.
They're girthy, but they're girthy. They're girthy.
If you have an 8.5 shoe, you would have to, they're much
really
wider.
wide.
It's a Rodney
than a
Dangerfield
standard.
joke.
Is it?
Yeah, he goes, yeah, my penis is only 4 inches. Some women don't like it that thick. All right, thank you. Like, subscribe, follow him on Instagram. What's your Instagram again?
Just Ryan Nutini.
Ryan Nutini at Instagram
You're
and
supposed to point
Facebook.
down when you say subscribe.
Okay, subscribe.
Oh, 'cause it's
Like and subscribe.
it's down there.
And thank you for watching and dealing with this craziness and doing this
It's
for the
the only
first
video I
time.
know.
Hopefully next time it's more smooth or it's good. I don't know. Well, I'll watch it back. Thank you and goodbye.
Toodaloo.
She always says toodaloo.